Coach, what are you looking for Friday as you get back on the ice, coming off a big win against St. Cloud a couple weeks ago? You've had a little bit of break, a little time off. What are you looking for Friday to see from your team and kind of from the jump?
We'd like to see our team kind of pick up where we left off, which we know that's going to be very difficult after the amount of time we've had off. So we feel like let's get back to that game mentality. We haven't played great on Friday nights, which I think we would all, anyone that follows our team would say. So I'd like us to get off to a good start. That first period tomorrow night's going to matter. But I think just getting back into the routine of a game, whether it's a system thing or it's a conditioning thing or just getting back into the idea of playing games and paying attention to the details that matter to us, which is ultimately the process of our game. But the things that come to mind, hopefully play off some momentum, get our guys back into that game mentality and from a conditioning standpoint, getting off to a good start and keeping things short early.
How do you stack up from a health perspective after a couple weeks off, and with Red Savage at the World Juniors? What does that mean as far as forwards and centers and kind of personnel wise?
We unfortunately, 3 of the boys that were injured on the front end of the break are still trying to get back. Joe Cassetti left that game against St. Cloud on Saturday, but he's healthy, which is great. So really, from a standpoint of when we finished, the first half to now, outside of Red, we've basically got the same healthy bodies as we've had.
Kind of a preview, what do you know about Niagara? Obviously a good team playing away from home especially. Like, what are you looking for from them this week?
Not only playing away from home, but playing away from home in non-conference. I think they've done a nice job. They had a good series against Omaha. I'm not, maybe the Colgate series was at Niagara, I'm not sure. But I think they're led by a couple of older players, a couple of graduate players. I think they're going to be a team that's capable of offense if we're not doing things properly. I think we're going to have to attack layers through the neutral zone and get pucks behind them and all those kind of things. But it's a good team. They've got a good record, whether it be again non-conference or in their conference. I know they're well coached. We're just looking forward to get back to playing. I think our focus for this weekend will be on us, although full respect and full preparation will be paid for Niagara.
Zane, how do you carry forward momentum from the last win? You've obviously had a couple weeks off here, the big win against St. Cloud, and now going into Niagara and then back into NCHC play.
I think that's definitely big for us moving forward. As far as how we do that, I'd say that's a day-to-day thing, just kind of having the right mindset and in practice as well, and then building that up into games and seeing where that takes us.
A couple months under your belt here now, your first year. What are the things that you have liked about your game, and what are things that you're still trying to work on or develop personally as you go into the second half of the season?
As far as what I've liked, for my whole life, I've kind of played the same simple defensive game. So I've just been trying to stick to that, and obviously chipping in offensively when I can. But as far as building on that, I would just say being more consistent as far as my game, and then.
A lot of impact from that freshman class as a whole. Like, how has it helped comfort level wise having some guys from Dubuque kind of all coming together? And the last game you got 9 freshmen out of the ice, in the lineup.
Yeah, it's definitely cool seeing the younger guys having the chance to play and having an impact on the game as well. And as far as like having guys from Dubuque, it's definitely cool to see that, and especially having more chemistry than other guys. But it's a lot of fun for sure.
What do you know about Niagara, and what are you looking for this weekend out of your opponent as you go into a home series here?
Honestly, I have no idea what they're all about, but we go into every game very serious, take everyone seriously, because at any night in college hockey, anyone can beat anybody, so everything's always a battle.
So focusing on your team, then what do you need to see from the Red Hawks Friday, Saturday to come out with some wins?
I think just sticking to what we do and just playing relentless and sticking together through all of it, the ups and downs, and yeah.